right, welcome everyone. Episode 3 of Off the Top.
Episode 3.
Powered by Wall Professional and Sharp Fade. It's your boys, Aaron and Bird. And we're going to switch it up today. I'm going to open the box.
Yes, you're opening the box. I've been tired of you got me opening the box. I mean, I know that normally I'm supposed to open the box. You put something in there. But today I felt, you know what? Let's switch things around. I want to put something in there so you can see what I got.
I'm excited to see what's in the box here.
Yes, you take your time over there. Guys, this thing that I got in there for him, it's insane. So I put a lot of time and effort into this whole project, and this collaboration is insane. So every person that was a part of this is amazing. He can't even hear us right now.
I've seen this on the gram.
Yes,
what is dope.
It?
So it's from Slicker, and it looks like what is it? A tool holder? What do you call this?
Yes, we call it the rig. This
Okay.
is the rig. So this is a limited edition rig that I came together with Slicker to create for my Desert Storm. Yeah, pull it up a little bit. Show it up to the camera right there. There you go. Look at that. You just show the straps. The straps. So this rig is actually made in Spain, handcrafted in Spain.
Oh, really?
And yeah, so there's a lot of time, effort, a lot of thought put into this product. And the guys at Slicker contacted me, and obviously I only like to collaborate with brands that I stand behind, and I really, really like what they're doing, man. They're two young entrepreneurs. It's Tyler and Ben who own it.
Shout out Tyler and Ben.
And they're doing an amazing job. So the reason that I chose this collaboration and the color and the theme is because we did the freshman class 2021, and the last theme that we had to do was Desert Storm. So I said, let's do a Desert Storm theme one. We did a limited run, and they sold in 24 hours, all sold out.
Dang, 24. That's crazy.
24 hours.
So speaking of freshman class, speaking of Desert Storm, this collaboration, everything. So who are our winners? Who's the top 5? Who won the freshman class of 2021?
Oh, man. So one person I want to really bring here is JR Master Barber, because during the freshman shoot, since he was a finalist, he almost lost his life, bro. Like seriously. I know it sounds crazy.
How?
This guy so I got on a call with him. I thought that he was sick at the hospital for something else. So long story short, he had an ingrown hair in like his stomach area. He took it out, and that's it. Nothing, no big deal. The next day he went to shoot the freshman class shoot, and he had dirt and grease and all these dirty stuff for the Desert Storm. And I guess he probably swiped his hand on that little hole where the ingrown hair was, and that whole thing got infected. He has a hole like this big in his stomach now. And then the doctor told him that he's lucky he went in on that time. Crazy.
So people are literally like killing themselves to be a part of this competition. That's
No.
Bird, we got to be a little safer on 2022 here.
No, I think, obviously I talked to him about it. I'm like, hey man, like what the hell, this happened during the competition? He's like, no, this is all on me, man. I should have I should have handled that. But I do want to bring him in so he could share that story.
For sure.
Eventually. Anyway, so we had JR Master Barber. We have Wyan. We have a Stout EP. He's from Texas. We had, who else did we have? I got to remember all these guys. Stout, Wyan, JR.
It was Bebe, right?
Bebe es Bebe. Yep, Bebe is from Miami. And he does a lot of colors on, like wild colors. He did a great job.
Yeah, crazy talent.
He's a beast, yeah. And then the last one, who is the last one? For some reason, I can't get it in my head. Oh, and then our first winner from Brazil. His name is Rec Alexandre. So he's the first person to win freshman class, and he's from Brazil. He's super talented. So
that's awesome. So shout out Latin America. I mean, we're expanding this freshman class now outside the U.S. I know we had Spain last year, so shout out to everyone who competed. But the 3 U.S. winners are going to be joining our ambassador team in the U.S., our social media team. So they'll be getting products every month and showcasing their content and all that stuff. So I'm excited to bring them into the fold, and yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, hey guys, go head over to Slicker. Go get your own Slicker. You won't get this limited edition one because it's sold out, but they do have the black version. What, you like it?
It's nice. It's actually a lot heavier. Like it's a lot sturdier than I thought it would be. It's a really heavy material. Obviously, these are like metal clips, but it's sharp. That's really nice.
So you put all your clippers, your detailer, your guards in the bottom. That area in the bottom is for your guards, your shears, your combs, and you're ready to go. You don't have to turn around and
yeah, it's nice.
And grab the clippers. It's cool. Well, I wanted to bring another surprise to you today. A good friend of mine. She's from the other side of the world. She's not from this side of the world. Now, she's actually originally from Boston. You probably know her. Her name is Tina. She goes by the name of Tina.
Oh, I know Tina.
You know Tina?
Yeah.
So today's guest, guys, is Tina. And we're going to be sitting down with her in the next minutes.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's do it now then. We are live and direct. We're not really live. We're actually filming this in advance to upload into YouTube and Spotify. We're back off the top podcast with my co-host, Aaron Flick. And our guest today is...
Tina. Sapia the barber. Bird never knows how to pronounce your last name.
I know, it's fine. We're best friends.
I thought it was Sapia.
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 It depends on where you're from.
How you say it?
Sapia.
Oh, that accent. Are you like from Cleveland or familiar?
Nope, definitely not from Cleveland. I'm from Lawrence, Massachusetts.
East Coast.
East Coast.
What do you mean definitely not from Cleveland? You got something against Cleveland people?
Aren't you from Cleveland?
My bad. No, I have nothing against Cleveland. But that right there, the New York hat, only day I'm here, he has to wear that hat.
I actually wore this one on purpose today.
He could have sported a Boston hat, but...
No, it's all love. It's just... I
could have worn a B for Bird.
I should have, right?
Right.
Shout out to all the team fans and stuff like that. It's just
shout out to sports.
That's fine.
Tina, you are here. Thank you so much. Did you drive here today?
Yeah, drove here from Clearwater, Florida. That's where my barbershop is. And didn't take too long, an hour and 40 minutes. Not too bad.
Not too bad. We're actually, for those who don't know, we are in Orlando, Florida. This is where we host our podcast. And your barbershop is in Clearwaters. What is the name of your shop?
The barbershop's name is Sapia's Barbershop.
Ooh.
It's in Clearwater, Florida. Check it out if you're in town.
So you're a barber. How long have you been cutting hair? Like, how did you even get into this?
So I've been cutting hair for about 9 years. It's going to be 10 years in May. So, yeah, I started off cutting my own hair because no matter what barbershop I went to, they just would never cut my hair as short as I wanted it. So, and I'd get weird looks going into barbershops back then. So I just started cutting my own hair, and that's how the obsession began.
I like that she says obsession, Aaron.
Yeah. You like that?
Yes, because I think it's like a good obsession.
It is.
It's passion. It's passion is what it is, and you can feel it just oozing out of you every time I see you cutting it, whether it's on TikTok or Instagram, or obviously when we're in person here. Like, you can kind of just feel that passion, and that's what makes this industry awesome, and that obviously is what makes you an incredible person to work with. So we like being around passionate people. It helps us elevate ourselves, and yeah, it's been really cool to work with you so far. But I've only known you for a few months. I think we've only met once before this, so it's kind of cool to be connecting again.
It really is. I mean, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this opportunity. Thank you. Like, I'm excited. Thank Lisa.
You know what's cool about this?
What?
It's all off the top. Nothing is scripted. We're just literally just
Winging
having
it.
we have a good conversation.
We should name the podcast that. Off the top. That's what we should name
Well, it's already named that. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, speaking of, like, you guys met where?
We met on the Disruptor. Look at this branding I've got going on today.
It's perfect.
Damn, talk about brand.
We met in at Disruptor Miami and kicked it off there. But yeah, I've been watching Tina ever since Bird turned me on to to Tina, and it actually started with the Booksy collaboration, and he was showing a lot of the really cool artists that Booksy has worked with, that Bird has worked with, and he's like, "Yo, you got to check out Tina down in Florida. She's a character, and she's obviously phenomenal haircut, but she's like really cool character. Like you definitely need to check her out." And I mean that in the most positive way. Like
Right.
your positivity is like just radiates through the screen. So I've been following Tina, especially on TikTok. Your TikTok's been blowing up, and it's been
I don't
it's
even
been
know
cool
how.
to see. I know how, because you bring energy and you're positive. Like every single post that's out there, you can just
positive.
feel it's all positive energy. There's no negativity, and it's all just bringing positive love and positive vibes.
That's what it's about. I feel like there's too much negative stuff going on everywhere. So like, I mean, I feel like if we don't raise each other up, as people, that this is all we have, you know what I mean? So if we don't raise each other up and show each other the way that we learned, you know what I mean, then you could take it for what you think, you know what I mean?
sure.
And use it how you want to use it. But the info I have, I will gladly give to anybody, no matter what.
Sure. So what turned you on to really getting into the TikTok game when it comes to social? Like, are you like me? Like I love TikTok. I literally am just on it for hours. For me, it's good because it's just like you just kind of lose yourself, and like you have the entertainment. But obviously, you've kind of grown your brand through that platform. I feel personally more on TikTok than on Instagram for Sapia the Barber. Like your TikTok has exploded. So what kind of turned you on to utilizing that platform to get things going?
Well, started with quarantine, when we were all the pandemic at home and stuff like that. I was bored in the house. I'm in the house,
Bored in the house.
bored as heck. And then, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do TikTok. It's not about just doing these dances. It can't be. So I just started being a wise guy because I'm good at it. And then from there, it blew up. I did one thing, and it was like my most viral, I guess. Got over 2 million or something.
Okay.
But that was what like kind of propelled my account, was that one video. And I was in the shop one morning and just like, I'm like, let me do this. And it was like some Staying Alive song or something. And I did it, and then all of a sudden I kept getting notifications. I'm like,
That's the one that
man.
went viral? Mm-hmm. Wait, you talking about Staying Alive like Bee Gees? Staying alive.
Like this.
Oh.
Isn't it funny how like before once quarantine started, that's when the adults got on TikTok, and like but it changed the game a little bit, because then it wasn't. I'm an adult too, so I'm not aging anyone here. But that's when it went from just dances to like there's way more professional
Right.
style content, and it really blew up. Probably starting March or April.
Well, even me, I'm
2020.
like a late person into TikTok too. Like I was during quarantine as well, I think around then.
But what's really awesome, if you follow Tina, if you don't follow Tina, something's wrong with you. But if you follow Tina on TikTok, I think you're live like all the time from the barbershop.
I feel like, to give people the vibe, you know what I mean? Like we've gotten people, like just the other day, someone from Montana or something like that came in and got a haircut, and they saw me from TikTok, you know what I mean? They come in, they buy merchandise and stuff, buy t-shirts or like, whatever. I have pins and stickers, and it's really cool to have my brand out there. When I started the barbershop, I never thought I would even have like a brand that was out of this state, So they're like, hey, and I was sending stuff regularly. I have like packs and this and that. Like it was just really cool
That is dope.
to see, all these people wanting something.
So like before barbering, what were you doing?
So before barbering, I was there was a bunch of things that I did. But before barbering, I was customer service, call center at the cable company, local cable company, and it was just awful.
And now you're saying your brand that you started as like an entrepreneur is in different states. But not only your brand, you've traveled around the USA a lot too.
I really have. I'm thankful for that too. You know what I mean? That's where I met you. And I met you, and like I just got to meet so many different people, shake hands with people that I never thought that I really would shake hands with. And I mean,
Yeah, I don't shake hands anymore either.
No, we're
Elbow
just
bumps.
like,
I'm
No.
only elbow, but
When she said she's customer service, I'm just picturing calling like Comcast and like you just hear Tina and like her thick accent.
It was awful.
Like,
can we do it one time? Let's try it out.
I don't want to butcher it, but now that's all I'm picturing.
it
now
was
is,
awful.
like-
It's so monotone the way I talk.
Yeah.
So even when I was trying to be nice, people would be like, "Are you being a wise guy?"
Can we do a test? Let's do a test. Just say Comcast.
Thank you for calling Comcast. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm just calling because my Wi-Fi is not working that good right now.
All right, well, I'll be glad to help you with that, ma'am. I mean, sir.
That's good.
You like that? I mean, I tried.
Did you ever mess with them with your accent?
No, because I was always so conscious of my accent that because I had to repeat stuff over and over.
Ah.
You know what I mean? And not only that, I did the Spanish cue too. So I was like working in Spanish and English. So
Wait
I
a
had to,
second. Does
yeah.
Tina speak Spanish?
Yeah,
Spanish?
you're fluid. Yeah.
and
What?
Italian. Trilingual. What?
What? Shout out to the trilinguals.
And I found that out because she had to talk to the shop owners at the Miami Disrupt Tour because we were figuring out setups. So Tina was actually the one that was like relaying all the messages for all of us.
Oh yeah, because you were late that day.
I had a late flight. Shout out to Delta. So speaking of like, you had to repeat yourself, repeat. You're very skilled. How many classes did it take you to get to where you're at? And do you continue to learn? Like
Every day.
how much are you into education?
I mean, obviously, this was my passion. Was to be from the very beginning. Was my passion to start with Wall as an educator, like right away. So that was my goal. And when I first started 9 years ago, my first pair of clippers was from Walmart. I could say that, right?
Yeah, of course. Well, we already said Comcast.
Yeah, so was from Walmart. And I just started cutting hair with Wall clippers from Walmart. So I was
That's the consumer division.
Yeah.
yeah. And so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to show people, like show them what I learned. You know, I was learning from YouTube, and back then YouTube only had like 2 videos out there, I think.
Yeah, there's only a few YouTubers then.
Back then,
Right.
10 years ago. So I watched them regularly, same videos over and over. In between calls, I would just watch.
Wow.
Yeah. And then from that point on, I'm like, I want to do this. I want to teach people. And then I started in on that, built a brand, you know, and then from that point on, I just started tagging Wall, tagging everybody I could that I wanted to be a part of, and created my folder within, you know, that group.
Did you follow Sharp Fade?
Definitely followed Shot Fade right away.
You did?
Honestly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then there was a few others that I knew about like right away, and I followed you
But our first time meeting was in Vegas, yeah?
in Vegas.
Okay.
Yep.
Just want to confirm that.
We've dropped like 10 different brands on this podcast. We're going to be sponsored by so many people, or
Right.
like
We're
get
accepting
cease and
sponsorship.
or get like cease and desist. But so you are now a part of our 1919 and our Wall education team. Can you talk a little bit about how that really started? Because that came together in 2021. So can you talk about how that really all molded together?
So it was actually really awesome how it came together. I was working a regular work day, and all of a sudden I see my phone, my phone's ringing, and it says Bird Mena. And I'm like, what? I'm like, why is Bird calling me? Like, I knew him, but I didn't we weren't like BFF, you know what I mean? Like we are now.
Yeah, we're definitely
So,
both.
so then he's like, hey, I think they want you to be a part of the team. I think, you know, someone's going to give you a call. Lisa's going to call you. I'm like, no way. I'm like, don't mess with me. What does she want? Like, what am I going to do? He's like, and he gave me a little snippet of what, you know, she was going to talk to me about. And my heart like came out of my chest suddenly. And I'm like, I wanted to cry right then, honestly, because it was like my goal finally at 44 years old was coming to fruition, I guess you could say. And that was the most exciting thing, like in my career that I ever experienced.
Dang, that
So
puts
she
a
called
smile
me.
on my face.
Yeah, so she called me, and I literally ran. I ran to my guys and to my homegirl next door, and I'm like, guess what? And you know, I didn't want to really say it too loud because I didn't know if if it was real still. And then, so Lisa had a video meeting with me, and Lisa is so dope. She was so cool to talk to, so chill. You know what I mean? She made me feel right at home. I didn't feel uncomfortable at all. And I was just like, man, like, I feel like anybody can do this, you know, especially like, doesn't matter your age.
For sure.
I thought my age would have been like a downfall to my career, but it actually didn't matter, especially with you guys. So
No, it doesn't matter. And you know what? It's a skill set. You bring a good story. Obviously, you're very talented. Like, that's duh. I mean, anyone who's going to be on the wall team, of course, they know how to cut hair, but there's also the story like behind it. And so the story of, you started in the industry. You didn't start from when you were 18, like some other people do. Like, you started later on, and then you found your passion. And then again, you just bring that positivity and that joy, and it's what draws people to you. And we want people to be drawn to us through you, because we love that energy. We love the good vibes, and it just seems like the perfect fit for what we're trying to do. So we're just getting started on this journey, but it's been really cool so far and really awesome. So I can't wait to see you up on the main stage as we start hitting some shows finally in 2022, and it'll be pretty sweet.
to be honest, I'm kind of nervous about it.
Are you?
Yeah.
You know, that was going to be my next question. Like, how do you feel about going, shows are opening back up? Like,
Well, because the thing is, I'm going to be talking to people that know how to cut hair already. So I have to like be on my A game at all times, you know what I mean? And that's I mean, it's just like a singer. I'm sure every singer goes out and it's like they're nervous, you know what I mean? Like famous people, I'm sure they get nervous still, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I want to get there someday, right? Like big name or whatever, but it's still nerve-wracking, you know?
no, it will always be like that, no matter what.
And it's like, at that point, it's like, do I even know what I'm doing?
I just think the best thing is like to just be yourself,
That's it.
you know?
If you can survive the Off the Top podcast interview, you can survive any.
Yeah,
main
come on.
stage.
I gotta look at my hat.
I know. Look at
Come
your
on
hat. We'll step on it later.
We'll do a
Flatten
stomp.
it out.
My poor friends that made this hat.
Oh, they made it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dope design.
You just don't
but
like
it's
the logo.
Yeah, if it had a B on it, it'd be way better.
For bird.
So, no.
No,
Yeah.
what's the B for? It's like, no, I'm just messing. Well, we're excited to see you on the big stage, and you know that I'll probably be there with you. I can't wait to see what you bring to the table. I mean, I've already seen what you bring to the table, but all these shows coming up, they're opening back up. There's a lot of people. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I think for sure we'll definitely be on the lookout for you on the main stage in Orlando, Premiere Orlando. That'll be June 2022. Breaking news, you probably will be on the main stage.
That was
That was like the breaking news.
okay.
You're gonna be there.
You'll probably be on our stage at Premiere Orlando. It makes sense. Might as well have the homegirl here in attendance.
Did we just hit her with the same thing I did to Ramsey like months in advance? Like, hey, Ramsey, you're gonna go to Brazil 8 months from now.
Yeah, and we're gonna put your face.
Poor
on the
Tina's gonna
outside
go
of the
home
window.
sweating now. Like, damn. So I'm going to the stage in August. No, it's okay.
No, it's gonna be amazing. I mean, this past year was so like stressful with like all the COVID stuff, but this next year is gonna be amazing. I'm definitely prepared. I mean, you can never be too prepared, but I'm excited for it.
Let's give some advice to people that are trying to grow a little bit in the industry and trying to grow either their personal brand, trying to grow their shop. What's some advice that Tina can give, that Sapia the barber can give? Because you have an awesome story. You have that positivity that radiates every single time you're in person, on camera, whatever. But what's some advice that you can give to the generation that's looking at you and kind of looking up to you?
I feel like if you keep your blinders on, you can definitely just concentrate on your own stuff. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's going to have something to say about everything you do. Like, whether it's good or bad or, like, whatever you put out there, someone's going to have something bad to say and someone's going to have something good to say. That's just how it is. And if you can accept that and just do it anyways and be yourself and be a trailblazer, be that person, you know what I mean, to stand out. Doesn't matter if other people are like, yo, that's stupid. Like, with my logo, for example, everybody made fun of it at first. I'm like, all right, that's cool. They're like, nobody's going to want to a picture of your forehead and glasses on their T-shirt. I'm like, all right, that's your opinion. That's cool. But I did it anyways because I don't care. You know what I mean? And so I just kept putting it out, put it everywhere. And so I think that's what you should do. Learn as much as possible. Go to every class you could possibly get to. Shake hands with people, or fist bump, or elbow bump, whatever, and just make it happen. Regardless of what you're doing, just make time for yourself.
I love it. You said the word trailblazer, and that it's immediately what I think of when I see you. Is you are a trailblazer. You have your own unique identity, and you're making waves in the best way possible.
Yeah, you probably don't know yourself how many people you're touching and inspiring out there.
Honestly, guys, like I'm grateful that you guys say stuff like that because, there's times I'm like, everyone that's close to me knows that there's so many times I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing that. You know what I mean? Because local people might not show that love to me, but like people around, like people from other states and stuff will. And that's just, I guess, how it is. But I'm happy to be here to do that for people like me. People in my age group, my
Speaking
style,
of your age group, that's a huge topic right there. There's a lot of barbers that are that I've been meeting that used to have other jobs, like corporate jobs, and they're becoming barbers. You're the perfect person to speak to those people that are coming into it at a later age. Like, what is something that you could tell them? Like,
I just say, do it. Do whatever you feel like doing at this point. Do your thing. Be who you are. Like you said, be who you are.
right.
Be yourself at all times, no matter where you are. How you dress, how you look. Obviously look presentable. But whatever your style is, just be that.
Do you think I'm presentable, like from my head down or from my neck down right now?
From your glasses down to your feet. Yeah.
Glasses
All the
to
way.
feet. You're right. That makes sense.
It's glasses to feet.
Glasses to feet.
So you were a part of the Disruptor this year.
Yes, I was grateful to have the part I had in Disruptor because that would be another goal of mine, is to be a huge part of, that whole thing. I think the Disruptor was the best thing I've ever seen because that's what actually brought me into kind of set a fire under me because I saw these guys going, like you guys said, you're in a bus doing your thing. You're having so much fun singing like brothers, you know what I mean? And that was, I saw that and I was so inspired by that because usually people do have an ego. They do. And you guys didn't. And it was this is what I want to do right here. And that was, my eyes were set on that and that was it.
Yeah, I think it's important that we connect, obviously we're in the hair industry, but that the fact that we can connect as people and share, even experiences that have nothing to do with hair, but hair brought us together, we're traveling because of hair and because we do hair or because we're somehow related into this hair industry. And that we're down to earth and a family is what helps us grow. And it gives that transparency, that such a huge company like Wall is backing up the Disruptor, which is a project that was created to have that transparency. We are Wall, but these are our artists, and these artists are your friends, and we're here for you guys. We're here to share knowledge with you guys. We brought Nieves, who's an OG in the industry, has been educating for long, to someone like Ramsey, who's trendy right now, to everyone in between. And we have all these different artists. And then we have amazing people like Aaron and Thomas and Andrew and people from the corporation coming to this tour to connect with the person. When I was cutting hair, I didn't have that. It would have been a dream to meet someone that works at Wall. Oh my God, I met one of the guys that works at Wall. I met the guy that manages the, I would have been.
It's like you saw a superstar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Aaron probably doesn't know that he's going to feel like that. Aaron, but that's how we would feel.
Yeah,
that's how I feel still.
Someone
right?
asked.
No, that's how I feel.
No,
too.
legit.
Someone asked to take a picture of me at the Disruptor. I'm like, I don't think Like, I think you're asking the wrong person. Like, is this bird behind me? Is someone else behind me? But it is cool to be able to connect with, I mean, to be able to connect with everyone in the industry. It was an awesome experience that I had just from behind the scenes. And I was just at the Miami stop, but yeah, it's cool to have those connections, those one-on-ones with people in the industry. And that's kind of the whole point of what we're trying to do here is we're trying to kind of peel back the layers a bit, have that deeper connection, tell the stories of some amazing artists that are connected with us, not connected with us, and just trying to tell that story. So we're only just beginning to continue those relationships and get to know the industry that we love.
No, for sure. So Tina, what are your next goals in the next following years? Like in the next, let's say 3 years. What are some of the goals you have set? If you don't want to share them, it's fine. Because some people have secrets. Like if you ask me the question, I'll tell you, I got a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying?
There are a lot of things going on. I want to do some local stuff, and make sure that there's some great schools for upcoming barbers, people that are interested in becoming a barber or a stylist or whatever. I want the schools to actually show that kind of love, you know what I mean? Instead of just worrying about the money side of things. Like I want to be able to make it affordable and also have, you know what I mean? Because who wants to leave school with a $30,000 debt? You know what I mean?
That's how I left.
That's how I left too.
It wasn't 30, but it was
But
close.
it was close. Yeah.
Tina is looking to fade it forward.
She is.
And that's another reason why I was so grateful for this position, honestly, the Fade It Forward program, to give back and all that stuff.
You love it?
That. I love it.
Another shameless plug for Wall Clipper.
I'll plug Wall all day.
Oh, speaking of Wall, here's a speed round.
Uh-oh.
Anyone that's watching down below, or if you're in the Spotify listening to us, after you finish listening to us, go and comment on the video. Speed round. What is your favorite tool of all time from Wall Professional? Ready? Go.
Wall Seniors.
Ooh.
Corded or
Cordless.
Cordless, all right.
Cordless.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
The soul ones.
The soul ones?
Yeah.
What?
That was a special project of mine, so that makes me feel good.
Yeah, I love those. I'm about to buy myself another pair. Actually, I thought we were like all out. So I'm about to get.
Huge. It's huge for me, but it's huge for you as well. It's huge for all of us. But Aaron, you were one of the main people working with Disney on that. Like, how was it for you as a person?
It was really challenging, but it was like the coolest experience in the world. And it's challenging because it's Disney. So like everything has to be like every I dotted, T crossed, like every period and comma in the right spot, like it's different than a normal collaboration that you would have. But I mean, it's working with Disney. Like I'm working, like I got to see a sneak preview of the movie before it
happened.
Like,
yes.
Like what world am I living in? I've got 2 little daughters that we got to like share in this, we all got to share this together. So what a cool experience. And it was awesome for the factory too. And for everyone that's, it's building the tools, like all of a sudden we're working with Disney and like, you can just see that light kind of like switch in everyone's eyes. Like it just flipped a little bit because it's just such a cool experience. But what's even cooler to hear is that like the tool actually had an impact, and that's great to hear. And yeah, it's a cool project. For sure.
And the purpose of it, like the fact that a barbershop is featured inside of a movie,
they nailed that scene.
Yes.
That scene was perfect.
Yes, it was amazing. So us being a part of it was, I mean, when I got an email from Disney, I was going crazy around my house. I was running around. I was running up and down the stairs in my house, and I don't even have stairs. I was in the neighbor's house. So I was like running around somebody else's house. How excited I was, It was.
I can't imagine. No.
It's a joke, but honestly, it's like it was very like crazy for me. It was dope. It was really, really cool. But speaking of collaborations, do you have any collaborations coming up that you want to share with us?
As far as like,
I heard you're going to a hair jam soon, possibly.
Oh yeah.
Are you gonna be collaborating with anyone? Are you gonna showcase?
I'm definitely going to be showcasing, pretty sure. And it's over here.
What kind of haircut? what kind of haircut is your favorite? So right now we're speaking about the fact that she's gonna be heading over to like a small little hair jam, like a little pop-up little barbershop event that we're doing, and I invited her to come and do like a haircut and so on and so forth. So I want to know if she was gonna come and collaborate with someone.
I mean, I could collaborate with whoever. I mean, I would love to do that.
You know what? She can collaborate with me. I'll start it, and then you have to correct everything that I mess up.
Boom, done.
What kind of haircut though? What's your favorite?
I do like the high fades. I mean, as well as the very low. So it's like the mid in between is cool too, but the high fades.
You like high fades?
Yeah, because
like pomps and stuff like that.
Well, that too, and like more like crops and like,
Okay.
and then classic styles are nice.
Classic is where you started, right?
Yeah, classic
Your
is
roots are like traditional.
Traditional style pompadours and tapers,
Clip over comb
style stuff. But I dabble with the designs.
Ooh,
I be dabbling.
That like this type of thing?
But no, like all in.
Oh, like okay.
She's not dabbing. She's dabbling.
Oh,
I'm
dabbling. Okay, I thought it was dabbing.
No,
I
not
do
like
this. I need to go to the chiropractor. My neck kind of stiff.
Yeah, you do need to.
Right.
All right, so Tina, this has been awesome. This has been a really great experience. I'm looking forward to seeing how we can all grow together. Just know that you really are an inspiration. I love your positivity. So if you have negative videos on TikTok, I'm gonna be mad because I tune in to see you.
I'm gonna flag them.
Yeah, I'm gonna flag them. I tune in to see you bring that light every single day, and we're gonna see you in Orlando for Premiere Orlando. But
That's
hopefully
perfect.
I'll see you before then.
That's what I'm hoping too.
Yes, for sure. I can't wait to see you. I want to cut your hair one day. Your hair is
Do it.
amazing. But unfortunately, I'm not cutting hair anymore.
You're retired.
So let me stop. Your hair is amazing, though. I do want to just say that real quick. Your hair
Thank
is
you.
probably the coolest hair. And I color my hair all the time, but your hair is like...
Is it the color that you like?
I
or-
love the color, and I love like how it looks. Like when it's faded, it just looks clean.
Thank you. Shout out to my barber,
What's his name? Or her name?
Cameron Spiteri.
Ooh.
Shout out Cameron.
Shout out Cameron. Maybe we get you up here in the next podcast. Yeah, well, we have to find more people to bring here, Aaron. So
Let's do it.
Today we brought Tina, and if you're watching at home or listening, comment down below, subscribe, like, share, help us out. We want to continue to grow. We want to continue to meet new people, and just connect with you guys. We want to hear your stories and how you became a barber. What is next for you? What are you creating? What it is that you have going on, Aaron? What you got going on? Tell me.
I'll tell you what. The next episode of the podcast, you're really gonna like what's in the box.
For real?
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
I can't wait, man. So you're putting something in the box this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed what I put in the box today. Shout out to Slicker on the collaboration. It was awesome, but I think it's time to go.
Sounds good. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. This was Off the Top with Sharp Fade and Wall Professional. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Any buttons you want to hit on the screen, hit it. And we love you. Stay safe.